Let's take a look at the Twitter network for hashtag MPSA17 on day 2 of the 2017 Midwest Political Science Association Conference in Chicago. You may have noticed that the day 2 network is not as flat as the day 1 network. That's due completely to user error on day 1. And that's what I get for making the day 1 video at 2 in the morning. Getting back to day 2, we see Women Also Know continues to hold a strong and influential central spot in the network. In my opinion, this is a great example of what happens when you have an important message, a strong following, and an organized social media campaign. The official Twitter account of MPSA is near the center of the graph, with a high degree and a high eigencentrality, also linking to a number of different neighborhoods. Today's network provided a couple of good examples of why it's difficult to use only eigencentrality, degree, or centrality as a sole indicator of influence. One such example is E Beautiful Place. Now, while she didn't have a ton of connections going in or out, or really high volume of tweets, she had the right connections with the right people at the right time. While some nodes play the role of a bridge between different neighborhoods, E Beautiful Place played an important role as an internal linking hub between other individual members of the network. Another good example of why it's difficult to judge the influence of a node based on only one variable is Raul Pacheco. While this node did not have the highest eigencentrality, it did serve as a high-volume central hub to a wide and far-reaching neighborhood. Again, these are two great examples of why network analysis often is not a game of absolutes. Instead, it's more of a comparative game of interactions and relationships. Personally, I think that's a great way of describing human behavior, which is a big reason why I find social network analysis to be so fun. I found one final good example of this with CUP Politics. Now, they weren't very centrally located, they didn't have a high degree or high eigencentrality. However, they played an essential role as a bridge between some of the more influential members of the network to a good number of their followers. And you can see that here as the connection kind of winds along on what seems like kind of an archipelago. Pretty cool stuff. So there you have it. This has been a network analysis of hashtag MPSA17 on day 2 of the 2017 Midwest Political Science Association Conference in Chicago. Today was a fun network to take a look at because it gave us a number of different examples that illustrate the concepts of network analysis. Following the conclusion of the conference this year, I'll be doing a full network analysis, and in that, I'm going to take a closer look at different trends and themes that developed from the beginning through the end of the conference. As always, thanks for watching, and feel free to follow me on Twitter at Eric Forst. I'll be at the conference for most of the day tomorrow, so if you'd like to talk network analysis or learn more about what I've done in these videos, please feel free to send me a direct message. Thanks again, and we'll see you tomorrow.